Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Trigger warning, this video is going to get a little dark. It won't be too long, but it's going to be about a murder that occurred in my life with one of my close friends, and we are going to talk about rape. So just wanted to warn you. So today is about sharing awareness, about knowing what is going on with people, and when you see the signs, report it. So I had a good friend. Her name was Felicia. She was very sweet, very nice, strong, very strong-minded. You know, the willpower that now that I have is strong, but back then it wasn't strong. And I have to say, I learned how to strengthen my willpower through Felicia. Felicia was someone that could not easily be pushed around or fooled. Like, she could see through anything. But she was so loving and positive and bubbly. She had started, right before her death, she had started doing YouTube and Instagram videos and was getting pretty good at them. Her and another friend of ours. And the other person was more friends with her. I didn't know her that well, but she was still considered a friend of all of ours. But they had started doing like these Southern girl type videos where they would go fishing. They would like dress up in their camo and go out in the woods and with their fishing poles and show how they fished and could do all these different things, you know, that were so cool. I'm trying not to break down because it's been since 2016, but it doesn't get easier. So let's get into the article. If I break down, I'm sorry. Man gets life in prison for raping, murdering Columbus County woman. Now, this is the news video.
You work hard for your family. You take care of your loved ones. Sometimes
I don't know if, I guess it's playing an ad first.
The world around you falls by the wayside. So let your evening news feed keep you up to date with the news.
But that's our local news channel that I just had cut on. And when I seen this on the news for the first time, it broke me down in pieces because they were talking about one of my very good friends on the news. Like, that shocks anyone when they see someone they love on the news.
Will spend the next few decades behind bars. Riley Connor, now 18, was only 15 when he raped and murdered Felicia Porter. WBY's Kylie Jones was at that hearing and joins us now in Studio Live with more. Kylie?
Commander Riley Connor pleaded guilty to raping and killing his aunt, Felicia Porter. At his sentencing hearing today, the district attorney's office asked the judge to give Connor life in prison without parole. Connor is guilty of first-degree forcible rape and first-degree murder. Connor raped and killed Porter at her home in Beaver City. Police say her body was found just feet from her home in a wooded area on March 12th of 2016. At the sentencing today, Connor was sentenced to 20 to 25 years for the rape and life in prison with possibility of parole.
Well, we were asking for life, but he might get life. But the only thing that would come good out of this would be him to get saved and live for God.
Porter's aunt, Barbara Johnson, and other family members came to the hearing today. Porter's family says they are as satisfied with the sentence as they could possibly be. Connor will serve both sentences back-to-back. He will have the opportunity for parole after the 25 years of his life sentence. Amanda?
So not only did one family lose someone, two families
you take care of your loved ones.
lose someone. He was 15 years old when he raped and murdered Felicia. And when I tell you this was brutal, and you're probably wondering in your mind right now, how did a 15-year-old get life? 20 years for the rape and life in prison for a murder. You know, because a lot of times 15-year-olds are tried as, you know, minors, not adults. It's because of the brutality of the rape and murder. Connor did some very, all I can say is brutal things to Felicia before and after death. I'm not going to speak a lot because I don't want to, I know I'm going to break down already trying to get through this, but he was 18 when he went through and was sentenced. So again, then, you know, he was tried as an adult, So Connor pled guilty to raping and killing his aunt. At the sentencing hearing Tuesday, District Attorney's Office asked the judge to give Connor life in prison without parole. Connor is guilty of first-degree forcible rape and first-degree murder. Connor raped and killed Porter at her home in Tabor City in 2016. Police say Connor beat Porter to death with a shovel. They found her body just feet from her home in a wooded area on March 12th. Connor was sentenced to 20 to 25 years. I'm sorry, the whole thing when I read the shovel, just beat her to death with a shovel, just like hit me hard. She was just such a good person. She wasn't she wasn't some of these people that you meet who just don't care. She wasn't like that. She actually cared. I know people always say this in their stories about someone, but I mean this. She was an amazing woman. Like, she loved everyone. Even if you had stolen from her, if you had done anything to her, she would forgive you and give you another chance and another chance and another chance. She couldn't meet an enemy. Felicia did not know a stranger. Does that make any sense? She never met a stranger. Everyone was her friend. Didn't matter what race, what gender, whatever you identified as, she loved you. She would support you. She would give you the clothes off her back if you needed it. She helped me. I mean, that's why it hits me so hard. Johnson was Porter's aunt. She and other family members came to the hearing. Porter's family say they are satisfied with the sentence as they could be. It's not what they really wanted, but we're satisfied with it. It won't bring Felicia back, but at least we know he's not getting off. Connor will serve both sentences. And then it says he'll have the opportunity for parole after serving 25 years of his life sentence. And you have to think, that's his life gone. And it is so hard. It's so hard to know that two people lose their lives. But what I was saying before about knowing the signs is Riley Connor showed signs of aggression before this happened. You know, there were a few people who spoke up during the trial, and they were saying that they had seen and noticed different things with Riley, how he talked to people, how he treated people. He could be very nice, but he could also be very dark at times, but he showed signs of aggression. It never was addressed. His family, you know, they didn't get help or tell anyone. They assumed he was just being a teenager. You know, teenagers have outbursts. What I want to say is, though, sometimes you can see it, the red flags, sometimes you can't. With Riley, there were a lot of red flags, but nobody didn't see them until it was too late. But sometimes you can see the red flags, and people, when you see them, know them. Do research. Know what you're looking for. No, don't nitpick and try to find stuff. But if you see a red flag with somebody, report it. Get help. Get therapy. I know you don't want your family, your children, your husband, your father, whoever. I know you don't want them to have to go into treatment or possibly to jail or something like that. But you would rather them go into treatment or get help than end up in prison like Riley did. Because had Riley had gotten help earlier on, maybe it could have been prevented. And we see this a lot, not just with adults, but with children and minors too. Sometimes you can see that, even like on that show, Dr. Phil, you see a lot of teens with very serious issues, and their families don't never do anything until the teen is way bigger, way stronger. Then they go running to Dr. Phil, wanting Dr. Phil to fix the problem. You should have been fixing it way back when that child was smaller and they first started showing signs of aggression and chemical imbalances, disorders, different things that cause stuff like this later. And no, there's not always signs. I'm not saying that. You know that. You guys ain't dumb. You know there's not always a red flag that you can see. Sometimes things happen. But what I'm saying is, if you do see the red flags, do something. You could potentially save a life. Now, Felicia, she is missed. She's greatly missed. her family, her husband. All of her friends, we all miss her every day. And we have lost so many people. You know, it breaks my heart into pieces. And this is why I started this channel, so we could share awareness. Now, my next video is going to be about a girl I went to school with. And that one's going to be even harder, but we have to share awareness. I do believe, guys, I believe that we can save lives. If we share awareness and we bring positivity and to this platform, and we use this platform to help others, we can save lives. And get educated. We need to all get educated. Thanks for watching.